Hello, co-workers. Yes. It is Friday already. So you guys, welcome. Welcome back to Informative Friday. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Welcome to Informative Friday. What I'm doing a series of an overview, a summarization of a nursing assistant. This series going to be 5 to 6, maybe even longer. But what this series is meant to do is give you guys an overview, a full spectrum of what a nursing assistant is, all the way what you need to do to become state certified, what salary you probably would be making, where and what area you will be working in. It's just a full scope of a nursing assistant. This way you can if you're thinking about becoming a nursing assistant, if you're thinking about going into a career for a nursing assistant, I designed this overview so you guys can get a feel of exactly what you're going into, so you can make a solid decision whether this career is where you want to be. So this is what this series is all about. I wish I had had this information before making the decision to go into what I'm doing, but you guys got it, so you can make a sound decision on, is this the career for you? So you guys, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. If you're already subscribed, just leave a comment. Simple, leave a comment, hit the like button. But if this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe, like, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. Therefore, you will be notified every time I upload a video. And like I said, if this is something you have been thinking about, this is the series for you, because I am going to give you a full spectrum of what a nursing assistant is, job description, pay, where you can work, just a full scope of a nursing assistant. So you guys, let's get into this series. Let's start where we left off last Friday. Come on. Let's get it started. To all my co-workers that is just tuning in for the first time, this is the first time you're seeing me, first time you're watching my video, I must apologize. I did not properly introduce myself. On my videos, I always do an introduction first to let you guys know who I am. So, for all you new co-workers just tuning in on this channel, hello. I am Angeline, the nursing assistant. Now, co-workers, now that you know who I am, let's get into this series. Let's pick up where we left off last Friday. We were talking about the cons of being a nursing assistant. One of the things you have to consider when you are evaluating the pros and cons of being a nursing assistant is you will be exposed to unpleasant entities like pathogens. These are, you may get in contact with these through blood products, mucus, wounds, urine, feces, and these little boogers can make you very, very sick. And not only you, it can also make your family sick. So you have to be very careful when you're working, because you will be dealing with blood, with urine, with stool, with GI secretion. You will be dealing with all of these things. So therefore, you will have to be very careful and follow protocol when dealing with these things, because they can make you very sick, and not only you, but also your family. As a CNA, you are subject to little movement up in this career. Being a CNA, there is not much room for advancement without going back to school, getting more education. This is one of the most significant disadvantage of being a CNA. As I discussed already, you will not be getting paid very much. There is little to no room to advancement in this career without furthering your education. So, if you're planning on going to school, getting your certification, getting a job, and actually moving up to the top without going back to school, without furthering your education, then this is not the career for you. Co-workers, you will be exposed to body fluid. I'll say that one more time. You will be exposed to body fluid. I admit CNAs is not a glamorous profession. It's not. You will not only work with unwell people that is in pain. You will be exposed to body fluid on a regular basis. So you will also have to work with these kind of patients. So on a regular basis, you will be exposed to blood, vomit, sweat, urine, and feces on a everyday basis. Experiencing burnout. As a nursing assistant, you may experience burnout. And usually, you experiencing burnout is due to overwork. You're spread thin on your job. And this is the result. This may result in you not caring about your job. You lose passion for your job. Now you don't care about your job. You don't really care about the responsibility that you have on your job. And this now trigger down to you making more mistakes. You are performing less quality patient care now. More jobs turnover. Now, usually, this burnout end up resulting with you now quitting your job. As a CNA, you may have to work short. This is another big con of being a nursing assistant, because you will never be adequate staff. Even when the system tell you there's enough help, it's really not enough help. So just think about that. Even when the system says that there is enough help, your staff is on point, it's really not. It's really not. So when you short staff, this is going to be very hard on you, because even when the system says that you have enough workers, it's really not. And I know I harp on this over and over because this is so true. You will run into this every day that you come in. I worked at one place and they say 12 patients per CNA was enough. And this is day shift. Okay, you got 12 patients. 8 of those patients are totals. And what I mean about total, they can't move, they can't feed themselves, they can't dress themselves, they can't bathe. None of that. So you are doing all of this by yourself. Plus you got 4 other patients that maybe can go to the bathroom or maybe can walk, maybe incontinent, but still can walk. You guys, this is one of the biggest cons of being a nurse assistant. And this fall under getting that burnout. You are overworked and you are stretched very thin, because working short, unfortunately, is nothing new when you become a nursing assistant. This will be a common thing in this field. Another con is you may have to deal with abusive patients. As a CNA, you will come in contact with abusive patients. They may yell, they may scream things very rudely to you. Some may even get physical. But you, as a nursing assistant, have to remain calm and professional, because you have to remember a lot of these patients are mental. You will also run across patients that is prejudiced, because if you work, especially if you work in a nursing home, these are the older patients, and some of them are just set in their ways, and they can be very prejudiced, and they will call you every type of name. I have been called every name in the book. I have been hit on, pinched, spit on. I have even had urine thrown on me. So as a nursing assistant, you will have to deal with abusive patients and co-workers. If you are the type that is just not going to tolerate abuse at all, guess what? Guess what? You may need to go and find another career, because as a nursing assistant, I promise you, you will get in contact with an abusive patient, whether that patient is mental, whether that patient is prejudiced, whether that patient is just mean or going through their illness and they taking out their anger on you. You will come across this as a nursing assistant, and this is something that you will have to deal with. So if you is like a no-go on this, then this may not be the career for you. So that is it, you guys, for this Informative Friday. Next week, we will get into some of the pros of being a nursing assistant. I hope I have not discouraged you guys in becoming a nursing assistant. As you know, every job, every career have its pros and its cons. It's just if you can put up with the cons. It's just if you can tolerate the cons. And that's what this series is all about. I'm giving you all the information, all the important information, all the key points in this information, this series, so you can make a solid, firm decision whether this career is the right place for you. Because you don't want to waste your time going to school, paying this money for this particular program, and once you get in it, you feel like this is not for you. So I'm trying to give you all the good, bad, and ugly of this career. So like I said, next week, next Friday, we will get into some pros of being a nursing assistant. If you would, hit that subscribe button, like, and hit that notification bell, because you don't want to miss not one of my videos. Not one. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get it started.